What's up, guys? Welcome back. Today we're going to do a Righteous First Revenge issue number 6 by Image Comics, made by Rick Remender and Andre Araujo. Yeah, let's not try that. Yeah, finally I believe I have now everything. So I have now 6 to 11. And yeah, I waited for a very long time to get these comics. So we're going to continue where we left off at issue 5. So let's dive in as always. So this is Hemlock Valley. I'm not sure what BC is. That before Christ? That's probably not how it is. And so we see Sonny here practicing shooting with this guy, the guy that found him in the last page of issue 5. And he says, hey, well, how did I do? 3 heads and 2 hearts. You're becoming a marksman. Only took you 6 months. All right. So yeah, Sonny is here in some kind of a camp, residence, valley. I don't know. People live here, eat here, breathe here, and it seems, but I could be wrong, that they are off the grid, if you know what I mean. You know, don't communicate with the outside world at all. I'm not sure why, but it seems that this guy who is training Sonny is, having beef with the guy that wants Sonny dead as well. For, like I said, it's unknown for why and how. And Sonny basically said he wants to contact his mother. And he says, well, if you're going to do that, they're going to find you. You turn on the radio, they're going to ping you. And Sonny thinks, well, I can be safe, etc. But he is going against that advice. The advice that he's giving to, don't do that. She is alive, but she's under surveillance. They're waiting for you to slip up. If you want to help, I hate the man after you. We all do. But there's a camp full of people here. We are that are at risk. And so Sonny is then going to, some kind of, kindergarten or whatever. There's here in this tent. There's some this woman here, and that takes care of the kids. Maybe a teacher, I guess. And this boy here, he isn't, talking, I guess, anymore because he lost his mom. His mom was shot in the last issue, and he's been traumatized. But he also is drawing, Sonny and him. Sonny tries to have a connection with him. He feels, I believe, responsible, and he also asks any progress. He's still not speaking. She says, "Don't worry, he will when he's ready." And then she says, piece of advice. And he says, who doesn't love unsolicited advice? You're also supposed to bring the teacher an apple. Yikes. I run out and get one. I already hate, she says. But then she's also touching her hair. I believe she likes him or vice versa. Give you a reason to visit tomorrow. Deal. So yeah, there's this going on. And then, so whoever this guy is, he and Sonny goes on the roof and, repairing the camp, if you can call it that. And I like this, don't get me wrong, I like this series a lot. I like the art especially because I like that the artist is, most artists, modern artists, are doing mostly close-up shots, in your face, real action, right? All right, well, quote-unquote real. And the downside of that is that you don't see the backgrounds, right? You don't see the environment. You just see close-up action, and the rest is all Photoshop bullshit, in my opinion. I just keep repeating to myself a little bit here. But when it comes to this art, you see wide shots. We see the environment. We see not only detail, but also, how lively this community is with the people, what went down, people eating, skinning deer, I guess, etc., shooting, You're just living a life. But sometimes this, and I like that. I like this, that we can see the view, just like here in the beginning, right? I like this very much because it tells you where you are. It gives you a sense of a place where people are, instead of, hey, here's a building, and that building is the same building as the next building, and the building also looks like the same building, which I just said a second ago. I'm repeating, I'm sorry. But you know what I mean. This is more, the artist lets the art breathe. Probably that's the best word. And I like that a lot. When it comes to storytelling, this is a very slow burn. And I don't mind that. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. In this case, it works, but not in this issue. What I mean with that is, as you can see here, so they're going to fix the roof. And then we see this, how they do it, have these nails, have the hammer, they hammer it down. Does that mean we really need to see this very slow-paced shots of people building a roof or fixing a roof? No, but I don't mind. But sometimes I think, okay, this particular scene here is not really necessary. You could take this out and replace it with the next one, right? So if we're going from here and maybe change a little bit from these pages to this and put it in here, maybe, and then go to this one, Nothing of value is actually lost. Like I said, I don't mind. It depends how you deliver it and what the pacing is. But in this case, it grinds a little bit to a halt and then it picks up again. Just with Sonny. Sonny is a regular Joe. And I come to Sonny in a second. So let's move on with the dialogue. So he turns around and he says, so this guy says, yeah, we got radios. Yeah, you could make that call, calling his mom. You got fake passports if you need to run, right? You never get past the starting gun. They kill you both quick. Kill me and all of us. You are safer here. And so Sonny says, you don't know me, Jim. Okay, so his name is Jim. Don't know what I'm capable of. So Jim says, you're an insurance investigator. Sonny isn't. He looks up like, what? You guys get better funding than police detectives because there's real money. You were hunting some intel on a fraud claim. Found a dark web trading post. Hired used backdoor channels. Got the ins and got on. Sorry. What you found was worse than what you expected. You read the news. The killings weren't hard to piece together. And then we see a shot of this guy. The man behind it was clear. I know you. Not hard to find this shit out. If I can do it, they already have. Yeah, sounds reasonable. So Sonny says, my mother. When can I see her? And he doesn't say anything. And then he panics. And then he goes off the roof real quick, destroying parts of the roof in process. And then he goes in, I don't know, a panic attack or something. Why am I here? What have I done? Hunted by this piece of shit. Wanted for crimes I didn't commit. Left my mother to die alone. I ruined my life. What kind of person put themselves in this situation? Mike says, a good one. Now, I have a little bit of trouble with the persona of Sonny. Like I said, Sonny is a cool guy. He's a good guy. He has heart. He has also grit at some point. But at the same time, he is also, at random, acts like a coward. But then again, also not. That could mean something, maybe nothing. But he has been in tough situations before. And although he is panicking and is afraid, he just does the right thing and, try to help as good as he can. But now we are 6 months later, and he wants to see his mom. Why now? Why 6 months later? Not only that, he has been in tough, like I said, he has been, in the previous issue, he was pretending to be, I believe, a killer. So he worked with the killer to kill the mother of that little boy that you saw earlier. And then the killer finds out that he is not an accomplice but somebody else. So yeah, there's some kind of, there's a hit and run scene here. So, and also he's being shot many times. And that means, in my opinion, you have seen the worst of the brunt so far. And now you are here collecting, real collected, calm, maybe a little bit complacent in this camp. And then you ask about your mom when you're going to see her and you don't get the answer. And now you're going into full panic mode again, right? At this point, I would have thought that Sonny has become a more little harder when it comes to, the whole scene. But maybe, just maybe, but I'm guessing he's just, I don't know, it gets to him and he's now, emotional. Could be, but all this going from 0 to 100 in seconds, from being normal to panic mode and crying and fleeing and panicking, and then still doing the right thing. I mean, I commend him for that. I don't know, it's a little bit too up and down for me. But no, that's probably a little bit nitpicking here from my side. Maybe I'm not reading this correctly, what's happening here, but that's just me. I just wanted to highlight it. Let's move on. So meanwhile, Sonny is here in his camp, and he's eating, and so you're looking at this woman here, the teacher, and then he goes outside, and he's sitting with Xavier, so that's the name of the boy, and like I said, it's very slow burn, and Sonny says, "What is it, Xavier?" And then he looks, sees another woman with the dog and another kid, and basically he misses his mom. So Sonny tried to talk to the kid and say, "Hey, dude, you're a good kid," and also makes jokes. The joke is, what do you call someone who refuses to fart in public? A private tutor. It's just so bad. But he tries to make an attempt to lighten the situation. And he says, "Hey, I'm okay with it if you don't want to talk. My mom didn't like to talk either. I'm never going to pressure you." So, yeah, I like the fact that he really cares about this kid and, trying to make connections with it. And, he also gives him some life advice and basically saying that, hey, it's going to be all right in the end. And then he also tucks him in, brushing his teeth. And I really like this. Xavier drew this for him. And that's a very nice, personal, emotional touch that we don't see much in comics anymore. I just like that. Like I said, slow burn, but also in a realistic way, we see portraying of human connections. I like that. And even this here, when Xavier hugs him, and then Sonny is, reading a story about pirates, Treasure Island. I like that very much. But then the story picks up at the very last page. Well, picks up probably the right word, but the tone changes because this guy we've seen before is recording them. So that leads us, of course, to the next issue of, this comic. So overall, I think it's still a very good comic at all. I mean, very good, cool story. Like I said, it's slow. It can drag sometimes. The nitpicking, that I just said earlier, is for me personally, but overall, this is a very good comic. Guys, let me know what you think about it, and that, see you next time. Bye-bye.